All right. So I got a chance to just kind of take a look at everything you're doing, and I found the kangaroo jumps to be really, really exciting, and it looks like a lot of fun. So just tell me a little bit about how you got started.
Really weird kind of start. Actually, I've been teaching group fitness for 14 years, and I teach everything from Zumba to kickboxing to salsa to step aerobics, water aerobics, yoga, Pilates, you name it. And I'd actually never heard of Kangoo. Someone actually pitched it to me. She saw my Zumba videos on YouTube, and she saw how energetic I was and how high I could jump in sneakers. And she said, "You'd be great at Kangoo." And I said, "Kangoo?" Like, never heard of it. Did my research and decided to be a great fit for me because at the time it was pitched to me, I was actually severely injured. My right knee was actually locked, and I couldn't bend it at all.
Wow.
So the timing couldn't have been better because at the time I had kickboxing classes because I could not bend my knee. So what really sold me on the shoes was that when I actually ordered my shoes when they came in, the only thing I could do was jump with stiff legs because my knee wouldn't bend, but I noticed that when I jumped, I didn't feel any pain, and that I was sold on because my knee was in a lot of pain.
Wow. So that's really interesting because I find that a lot of people, there are always obstacles to why they're not exercising. So that is definitely a great selling point, especially for people who have chronic knee and joint pain.
Yes, absolutely. I have elderly and obese clients that can actually go out and run 3 miles now because of these shoes.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's an amazing product, and every time I teach a class where I've done nothing but jump and I feel no pain, I am sold on them all over again because normally if that were any other type of cardio class, the next day everything on me would just be stiff and I would just have a general all-over body ache.
Oh, okay. So tell us a little bit about how you are working to get the word out and just encourage our community, just in society in general, to make fitness a priority.
Basically, I'm my own advertisement. I wear my shoes everywhere I go unless I have to be dressed up. So I won't be at a after 5 dinner in Kangoo Jumps rebound shoes, but I do everything else in them. I grocery shop in them. I go to jazz festivals in them. So I'm my own walking advertisement, and I market as much as I can all over through social media and just to spread the word, again, because I took for granted because pain wasn't something that I had going on in my life for a long time, but there are a lot of people that have to pop pain pills every day just to function on their job where they stand on their feet all day. And some of those people are taking narcotic-type pain pills like Vicodin and Oxycontin, things that they could easily become addicted to just to function standing on their feet all day. And this can give people relief. My hairstylist actually works in her shoes, and she no longer is bothered with back pain as a result of wearing these shoes at the salon.
Oh, wow. So that's interesting. Yeah, definitely for your people who have to stand for a living.
Yes. I recommend dry cleaners. I know most people's traditional JOBs won't allow them to wear the shoes because they are really misinformed and people think they're unsafe, but actually they're actually quite safe to use. But anyone that's on their feet all day that has a job where they can, a dry cleaner, a caterer that has their own business, a hairstylist, I highly recommend it. It's like basically imagine standing on a hard concrete floor all day and then standing on a mattress all day. That mattress is going to absorb your weight, and you're going to feel less stress on your ankles, your knees, your hips, your back, your neck.
That's an interesting perspective because you would think that, you would only use the shoes just for the purpose of exercise. So, that's a great selling point as well because people always want to know they can totally get their money's worth.
Yeah, absolutely. And so people, a lot of my clients that have the shoes are not very conditioned. And so the class may be overwhelming for them because the class is tough. But I have a lot of clients that email me and say, I walk my dog in the shoes, and I've lost weight just by walking in them, which is very possible. The shoes weigh about 3 pounds depending on what size you wear. So whatever you do in sneakers, you're going to burn more calories in these shoes, if for no other reason than the fact that they are heavy. So every time your foot comes off the floor, that's 3 pounds of resistance that you're lifting. So it will build your legs in a great way. It's a very subtle way. Even if you're just standing still brushing your teeth, because the shoes rock back and forth, your stabilizing muscles have to fire up. So every time I see my hairstylist, her stomach is flatter and her legs are slimmer. And she doesn't work out in them. She only stands up in them. But now all day her core is engaged. Because it's hard to slouch when you're standing on something that's constantly moving. Kind of like you may know someone that got rid of their office chair and they sit on an exercise ball and they stop having back pain. This is the standing equivalent to sitting on an exercise ball.
Okay, that makes good sense. And that
so it's hard to wobble. It's hard. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, these sound like something I need to get because I'm always working on core exercises, so I'm extra excited right now listening to this.
Oh, yeah, they're awesome.
So you were recently featured on Good Day Atlanta.
Yes.
Very exciting. Tell us a little bit about how you got connected with that and your experience being featured.
They actually contacted me, which is a great thing. You don't go out looking when it comes to you. They contacted me, and it was an awesome experience. Actually, one of my students that came tonight for the first time said that what gave her the courage to come to the class was seeing Paul Milliken do so well, and he just put them on, and he was the guy that came out from Fox 5. She was like, because seeing the students, she was like, I figured that the participants had been doing it for a while, but he did very well. But I actually told her that like 5 of the people that came to the class had never had the shoes on prior to coming to the class. My oldest participant the oldest participant that day was a 65-year-old man. And he did great. And he actually says that he's getting a pair of shoes and that he will wear them in a suit. He doesn't care how tacky it looks because he does not have knee pain when he stands up in them. He was like, comfort is more important than fashion.
Tell us a little bit about some of your mentors and people who have been inspirational for you along the way.
Do you mean just general fitness mentors or
business, personal, just anybody who has, just helped you along the way, whether it's somebody that knows that they're your mentor or somebody that you, may not personally work with but you look up to?
Well, I would say on a celebrity level, I would definitely have to say Oprah Winfrey. On a more close personal level is a woman that I call my personal shero, Jamila Mujahid, who is an ultra marathoner who just finished a 500-mile marathon. You were hearing me correctly, 500 miles. And so I never planned on ever running 500 miles. I check in on her Facebook page every Monday to read about her adventures. She's a mother of 5, runs 20 miles a day even when she was pregnant. That is my personal mentor. I love reading her posts, and she's just, when people throw their excuses around, I'm too busy, I mention Jamila.
Wow.
She's just
20 miles a day is insane. I do about 2.5 to 3, and I can do that in under an hour. So, God, 20 miles is wow.
Yeah. So I would definitely say in terms of fitness, that's the person, because I think I'm pretty high up there in terms of, teaching a lot of classes. My record is 9 Zumba classes in a day, 42 classes in a week. But I can't even hang with Jamila. She's in a whole nother lane, and I bow down to her. Just
obviously, yes. So you do a lot, teaching and encouraging fitness and encouraging other people to take care of themselves and take time out for themselves. What kind of things do you do to take care of yourself?
I will say I'm on a constant battle to end my relationship with the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Okay.
I'm a long-term sugar addict, and that has been something I have battled with pretty much my whole life. Even though I only arrived at step 1 10 years ago, which is to actually admit that I had a problem. So, I'm on a constant battle to be aware of what I eat. And people like to think because you work out, you can eat whatever you want. And that's simply just not the case. So for me, it's being constantly aware and putting myself in check, because I attend a lot of women's networking events. I actually host one every month. And I have to be careful because I can easily go to 5 or 6 networking events a week, and there's dessert at all of them. So, you know, and at one point I looked back and I realized, like, wow, I had dessert 5 times this week. Okay, I can't do that, even if it's there and I'm being sociable. So I can never get lazy with staying on top of what I eat. Because I can have, it's easy. I like to say I can not give in to cravings, but temptation is a little bit harder. And cravings is, I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go out of my way to get it. Temptation is, I'm not thinking about it, but it's here in my face, and now I'm going to grab it. And that is what I struggle with. Yeah, that's what I struggle with when I'm at networking events. There are cupcakes and cheesecake and all that good stuff there.
Well, give us your website and your social media pages so we can make sure that we follow you and definitely get some more information on you.
Okay, we can be found at Kangoo Club Atlanta. That's Kangoo Atlanta. And then we have our online shoe store called the Bounce Shoe Store, and that's bounceshoestore.com. And you can access that through Kangoo Club Atlanta. That's the site where you can actually go online and order the shoes. We do offer free shipping and delivery with a pair of shoes. If you're in the city and purchase a pair of shoes, you get 5 free classes. You do not have to have shoes to come to a class. We do provide them. We can be found on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, Kangoo Club Atlanta. Our phone number is 678-575-4748. My personal fitness website is called LaWanda the Fitness Diva, and that also has a Facebook page by the same name.
Awesome. So people are able to not only, purchase the shoes, but they're also able to come out and participate in classes with you as well.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for your time this evening. Definitely a great interview. And, we love what you're doing because exercise is not, a lot of times people at the beginning of the year, they say, I'm going to make a resolution. And, exercise is a part, like you said, of a lifestyle change and just committing to, looking at temptation every day and making sure that you're, consciously putting forth an effort on a daily basis. So we appreciate everything that you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I know you want to take my part in the land.